Welcome back to the second video of this short series. My name is Brian from Apex Detail. We have the 2020 Palisades corrected, well, spot corrected and polished, bringing out the most clarity and gloss we can before protection. And I believe the most important part of this series that I'd like to get across is to leave as much of that thin, soft clear coat on these new vehicles. Again, water-based clear, we're going through California EPA standards, and they're really getting strict. Not only that, but you team that up with just the lack of clear coat and material the manufacturers are laying down to begin with. And the point is to leave as much behind as possible, especially on a new car that's just starting out on its life. If the customer wants you to go after certain imperfections, go ahead and do some spot correcting. If they don't have the eye for it and are not worried about it, leave as much as that clear coat behind. As I mentioned in the first video, we have really changed our approach when it comes to corrections, and we're changing it more and more every year as these clear coats get thinner. That will then bring us to the protection that I am applying currently, and that is the nanographene coating from Art to Shine. Art to Shine has great coatings, but this one here is a substantial coating, and this one here is not for the faint of heart, meaning apply to a small section at a time if you're going to attempt this. They are available for the prosumer, the enthusiast, and the driveway detailer all the same. So if you will attempt the coating, maybe pick up the leveling fluid that will help to apply the product, get it on there a little bit more evenly, make it a little bit easier for you. But I do it in small sections, and even in small sections, it can be a bear to wipe off at times. So have a ton of microfibers within arm's reach. Keeping in mind how soft the clear coat is, I wanted to have some nice plush microfibers to remove the transfer solution of the coating itself without marring it. So I went ahead and washed a new pack of towels and went through the tumble dry, low heat on the dryer, 2 rounds of it. I wanted to remove as much lint as possible. And here is a first-person view. Very thick, very viscous, and just a little bit hard to manage. All of the work is well worth it when you're finished. The look and the durability from these coatings is second to none. Not only that, but very important for me, for our customers, to lay down some substantial protection on top of the ever so thinning clear coats and clear coats that are getting softer and softer to kind of make up for the gap. The first towel coming in and just pushing the solution around a little bit, picking some of it up, but I want to ensure complete even coverage, because on the black, softer, clear coats, it will show up if you're not laying down an even coat. It will look a little uneven, maybe even blotchy. Then I'll follow up with the second microfiber and buff to perfection. Already looking good, but will look better and more reflective as each day goes on during the curing process. And one thing you want to keep in mind, the first 24 hours, the coating can cure to about 85%, and then it really starts to slow down from there. From 85 to 100% will take about 7 to 10 days to cure fully and properly. You do not want to wash with a surfactant. The coating on the vehicle can get wet, can be in free-flowing water, rainfall, or maybe a rinse, but no shampoos, no surfactants for the next 10 days. All painted surfaces now covered and protected, including door jambs, painted surfaces under the hood, under the hatch. Now we can move on to plastic trim. And as I mentioned in most of my videos, or as often as I can, plastic trim is getting cheesier, flimsier, thinner by the year. And it's even more important to protect them right out of the gate. And we're going to do that here today with C4 from G-Technique. One of many things I like about the G-Technique coatings and kits, they supply 4 or 5 non-linting applicators, important for very porous, very textured plastics and plastic trim that can catch fibers from microfiber applicators and will cure within the coating then. So these are really neat to have. Normally, I'll apply one side or another and then follow up with another towel that doesn't lint, like a Huck towel I use for windows. An old window towel will work. That'll knock down the high spots to cure evenly. Then we can move on to the wheel coating, and that will be Fireball Talon. Fireball coatings used to be accessible to everybody where I get them, and now they moved into a category where they kind of want you to know what you're doing to be able to access them. All you really have to do is email the website, and I get mine from Carzilla, and you'll gain access. It's worth the time because the Fireball coatings are really, really good. And one more step for the cherry on top, we're going to grab Tire King from Luxury Microfiber. That is a tire coating, and the way I like to apply it, it's a little chilly today, so with the car inside, I'll grab my heat gun and just quickly go around the tire and just warm it up. Warm it up to the touch of your hand. Kind of opens up the pores, getting ready for the rubber to receive the coating. I'll put one coat on there, follow up with the heat gun one more time, kind of helps bake that into the rubber, and then add a second layer, and it hangs around there for quite some time. I really enjoy this coating. It spreads out evenly, no sling, and looks fantastic after it's cured. You can add another layer for extra gloss, or just lightly go over the tire and kick it back for the nice satin look. And we are now finished, and the car can sit there and cure for the next 24 hours before the owner comes to pick it up. It absolutely looks fantastic indoors, outdoors, and it's ready for trips to the store, trips to the soccer games, and anything this family has planned for it. Each and every vehicle that is protected and rolls out of the doors here at the shop, we aim for triple digits on the gloss meter. And that's where we're going to end up. And as the next 7 to 10 days goes by, the curing process will continue and the gloss and slickness will increase. So that's going to be it for this short series and this video. If you have any questions, you know what to do. This is Brian from Apex Detail, and the next type of clear coat that comes through the shop, I'll share it with you.